Yeah, among other things, archaeology in our area has many layers, and from the cavemen on. So in our small country, you can see man's history from beginning till now. And obviously clay was a very early material. Yeah, I cannot say one-to-one that it's not in my shapes, not in my forms. I don't follow the traditional forms at all, actually. Any kind of traditional form I don't follow. But the whole idea of men using mud, I always say I'm 61 years old, for 61 years I'm playing with mud. Now, the place where both archaeology and geology come into my work mostly is in the theme of layers. I work a lot with layers, whether it's on the surface or real layers. And the layers go, for me, it started from the geology actually, from geological forms that you see. I love the desert. I love the desert. It's beautiful, it's rich, it's very what do you call it? Basic. Yeah? Not exactly the best word for it, but you know, I understand what I mean. And but then you think about it, and in Israel, in many places, there are like hills with the top is broken. And this is a sign of an archaeological site, because I guess it's similar here. During the history, one civilization built on top of the other. They broke everything from the former civilization and built in the same place. So this is really like layers, one on top of the other. And this whole business of the Jews coming back to Israel, to Palestine, since you are a child in Israel, you're taught that we've come back, and you're taken to archaeological sites to see the biblical places and so on and so forth, and it sinks into you. And then if you're interested in it, you start to see all the different cultures that have been there. And it's very rich, and it's one of the cradles of humanity, our area. So it's fascinating. And as a little girl, my father used to take me, it was still allowed at the time, to dig in all sorts of places and find things, and we would find coins, we would find mosaic stones, and so on. And I loved it. I loved spending time with my father. And it's all there. It's all there in my works in one way or another, yeah? Not in one-to-one. Like, I don't make any typical forms, or my forms are very simple, very basic. But behind it, there's a lot of influence from old cultures and from nature. And when I talk about layers, it's even the layers within a person. we all have are built layers on top of layers. So the layers thing is much more significant in my work than the one-to-one influence of anything else.